When we think about AI these days, our minds pretty much jump straight to the giants, right? The massive, do-everything models that are changing our world. But what if the next big leap in AI isn't about getting bigger at all? What if it's about getting smaller, faster, and a whole lot closer to home? Today, we are diving deep into the really fascinating world of small language models.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start in the age of AI giants. Then we'll watch as a new contender arrives. After that, we'll get into the real nitty-gritty of size versus specialization, see what it really means to have intelligence in your hands, and finally, we'll look ahead to a totally new AI ecosystem.
Okay, so to really appreciate where we're headed, we have to get a solid handle on where we are right now, and that means understanding the age of AI giants.
We're surrounded by them. We're talking about the large language models, or LLMs, that are all over the news. You can think of them as these colossal digital brains. They're absolute technological marvels that can write code, compose music, and pretty much take a shot at answering any question you can dream up.
So how do you build one of these titans? Well, you feed it a truly staggering amount of data. We're talking a huge portion of the entire public internet, and that's what makes them such incredible generalists. But here's the catch. All that brain power requires an immense amount of computing power. They need massive server farms to even exist, which means they live in the cloud, and you need to be connected to them all the time. And this really gets to the core of the issue, doesn't it? For all their amazing abilities, these giant models are incredibly expensive to build and run, they're super complex, and they use a ton of energy. And that fact right there sets the stage perfectly for a totally different way of thinking.
And this is where our story takes a really interesting turn. We're moving on to the challenger, the one that questions that whole bigger is always better idea, the small language model.
This is the big question. This is the whole reason SLMs, or small language models, even exist. What if all that incredible intelligence didn't need a sprawling data center? What if you could fit it right in your pocket?
So, what is an SLM, really? At its heart, it's an AI model that has been engineered from the ground up to be lean and efficient. It's compact enough to actually run on your phone, right on the device itself. And it's usually specialized to do one or two things really, really well, all without having to call home to a server halfway across the world.
All right, now we're getting to the heart of it. This is really a tale of two very different AIs, a direct comparison between these two amazing paths in artificial intelligence.
I absolutely love this analogy because it just makes everything click. An LLM, the big guy, is like a massive public library. It's got books on everything you can imagine. But finding one very specific expert piece of information can take some digging. An SLM, though, that's like an expert's personal bookshelf. It's laser-focused on one topic, but it has incredible depth, and it can give you that exact answer you need instantly.
Let's break this down even more. See that parameter count? That's basically just a technical way of saying how big and complex the model is. LLMs are in the billions, sometimes trillions. SLMs? Millions to maybe a few billion. That massive difference has a huge domino effect on everything else. The cost to train them and the energy they use are just worlds apart. And that's why they're good for different things. LLMs for huge research projects, SLMs for quick, specific, real-time jobs.
Wow. Okay, this chart just makes it so obvious. We're not talking about a small gap here. The difference in scale is just staggering. That large model is almost 60 times bigger than the small one. That's not like comparing a car to a truck. It's like comparing a house to a skyscraper.
So they're way smaller. What does that actually mean for you and me? Well, it means we can finally put truly powerful AI right into the palm of our hands.
And the advantages of this are huge. First, you get speed. We're talking instantaneous responses, zero internet lag. Then there's privacy, which, let's be honest, is a massive deal. Because the AI is right there with you, your personal data never has to leave your device. It also means your AI just works, on a plane, in a tunnel, anywhere, and it sips your battery instead of chugging it.
And this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. We are talking about embedding specialized smart assistants directly into the tech we already use every single day. It's about making our devices genuinely intelligent.
So, look how simple the whole process becomes. You give it some kind of input, you talk or you type. Then that little SLM on your device's chip just handles it instantly, and you get your output. That middle step, local processing, that's the absolute game changer. No round trip to the cloud, no lag, no one else seeing your data.
Let's make this feel real.
Imagine you're traveling somewhere new. You don't speak the language, and you have 0 bars of cell service. You could still hold up your phone and get a perfect, real-time translation of a conversation. That right there is the magic of an on-device SLM built just for translation.
Or how about this one? You get sent a massive email or a super long report. Instead of slogging through it, you just tap a button inside your app, and boom, a specialized SLM gives you a perfect, concise summary. It's all seamless, right where you need it, when you need it.
So where's all this headed? What's the big picture? Well, it's taken us toward a future that's a whole lot more interesting and diverse than a world where just one kind of giant AI rules everything.
And it is so important to understand this point. This isn't some kind of showdown where one model has to win and the other has to lose. Small language models are not here to kill large language models. They're here to work with them.
Ultimately, it just boils down to this timeless idea. You wouldn't use a sledgehammer to hang a small picture frame, right? The future of AI is about building a whole toolkit with a whole range of models, each one perfectly designed for a specific job.
This is what that amazing collaborative future could look like. The giant LLMs will still be out there in the cloud tackling the huge stuff, like discovering new medicines or helping write a screenplay. But meanwhile, an army of tiny, efficient SLMs will live right on our devices, acting as our personal assistants for all the immediate, everyday things. And they'll all work together, totally seamlessly.
So, as we wrap this up, I'll just leave you with this one thought to chew on. Maybe the most important question we should be asking about AI isn't how much bigger can we make it, but instead, how perfectly can we design it to fit the task at hand? Because the rise of the small language model seems to suggest that the answer to that question is going to define everything that comes next.